Now to create this roof, in our floor plan view, we'll go to the roof tool. For geometry method, we'll make sure we have single plane selected. We'll also make sure we have construction method rectangular selected. We'll click the top left-hand corner just here and bring it all the way down to this bottom corner just here. Now with that eye symbol, we'll point that towards the direction we want it to pitch, which is this direction. And now we just need to draw in that roof. So from here, I'll select that top left-hand corner. I'm going to bring it all the way down. Now, instead of to this corner here, I'm just going to hover my mouse over the edge of this wall here, and it's going to bring up the center point of that wall automatically. This is set up through the snap grids and points just here. If a center point doesn't show up, we just need to make sure that this is turned on. Now we'll hover our mouse over that edge and we'll select that middle point when it locks into place. We'll click again, and just like that, if we select everything in our scene, right click, show selection in 3D, we now have our first roof. From here, we'll just want to select the roof by clicking that ridge point just there. Now we'll use a shortcut. We'll hold in Control or Option on a Mac and tap M, which is going to activate the mirror tool. We'll know it's activated from this little note just down the bottom here. If we now click the top middle point just here, and then if we drag our mouse down, it's going to mirror that roof across to the other side. Now we want to create a duplicate. So we're going to tap Control just once, and just next to that mouse, you'll see a little plus icon. If we now pull our mouse down and then hold in Shift, it's going to lock that into place. We'll click once. And now if we go into our 3D, making sure that we are showing all the elements, we now have our second roof. Now for this second roof, we're going to increase the pitch. We'll change this one to say 25 degrees. And we're going to extend the eaves on this roof. So we'll select this one. We'll click this outer edge just here. And in the pet palette, we'll make sure that we've got offset all edges, tab just once. And this is going to allow us to type in that dimension. We'll do this one at say 600 and hit enter. And that's going to create an eave for this roof. We're going to do the same thing. We'll hit escape and deselect that roof. We'll select this second one and we're going to offset all the edges, say 600. We'll hit enter. Now we'll want to bring this roof plane back because we're going to have a wall coming down through this section here. So we'll select this roof, we'll select this edge just here, and instead of offset all edges, we'll just offset edge. So just this one edge, and we'll bring this one back, that's 600, and we'll hit enter. Now, so that we can get the separation of those walls, what we're going to do, we're going to go into our 2D. We're just going to use the eyedropper tool. We're going to select one of the walls that we already have. And from here, we're going to click in this center point just here, and we'll start dragging our wall upward. Now, this is currently facing the wrong direction, so I'm just going to flip this around using the axis reference just here. So now that's flipped it around to that other side once I've clicked that. So I'll click on this point just up towards the top just here. Now we want to bring that one up so it's at the right height. So I'll hit escape twice to deselect the tool. We'll select that middle wall. We'll use the shortcut Control X. So we're going to cut that wall. Now we're going to go up a story. So to do this, we're going to hold in Control and tap up, and this will bring us to the roof frame. We could do this on the roof frame, or we could do it on the roof. For this example, let's just do it on the roof. We'll paste this one in, and then we'll click outside of where that selection is into a blank space. And that will finalize the operation. From here, if we now go into our 3D, we'll now notice that we've got that roof going through that middle plane. Now, we also want a wall along this section here, as well as this section here. So the quickest way to do this, if we just go back to our full plane view, we'll go down those stories, and this time we'll select this wall, and we'll hold in Shift, and we'll select this wall as well. We'll use the shortcut to copy, holding in Control and pressing C to copy. Then we're going to go back up to that roof story. You'll be able to see the stories from this point just here. So we're currently on the ground floor. If we hold in Control and tap up, we're going to go to roof frame, and we're going to go up one more to roof. So it's holding in Control and tapping the up or down buttons to go up and down stories. You can also find your stories over on your view map as well. From here, we're going to use the shortcut Control V to paste those walls in. We'll click into this open space. And now if we go into our 3D view, we've got all of those walls that we want. So I'll select these three walls just here, and we're going to crop these to the roof. So if we right click in the open space, we go connect, solid element operation. These three are the targets. If we hit escape, if we now select these two roofs and add as operators, and then choose our operation to be subtraction with upward extrusion. And then we hit execute. All of those walls have now been cropped to the underside of those roofs, and we have clean, clear connections. Now for real world projects, I rely on my template to eliminate setup and get drawings done faster. I've now made my template available for purchase. The link will be down below. Now to create a roof plan just like this, you'll want to check out this video just over here. We take it all step by step, so go on and check it out.